Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another fun-filled and frivolous frivolity. BeerForge, that's right, folks.
Well, good
We're
evening,
back
ladies and
and
gentlemen, and
better than
welcome
ever
to
after a long absence here, which was a combination of my sickness and time away from work and all kinds of nonsense. And with me, of course, well, you recognize my dulcet tones. I'm Menoth John. I'm half of the team that makes all of this awesome possible. With me, of course, is the probably one of the six greatest Keyforge players in all of Western New York. This is, of course, everyone's favorite friend, Sergeant Easton. You know him as BeerForge Rich.
Hey, folks, how's it going? I don't know, top six. Oof, that's kind of hard.
Well, you're kind of the Tim Banky of Keyforge in that you hold tournaments and then win them.
Well, that took all of 30 seconds, so I figured someone was going to bring it up. Yeah, we had. We're going to talk a little bit about that and some other stuff here. I don't know. I think the first thing we should really do is thank some people.
Oh, absolutely. Hey, you know what, folks? If you're watching the stream, which I hope you'd have to be in order to be hearing this, what we've found here is we've done some scientific studies here at BeerForge Central Command, and we have found that our patrons live an average of 2.5 years longer. Now, we're not sure longer than what, but they will. If you're a patron, you too can join the ranks. They're not really expanding, but they are holding steady at 3 of the most awesome people in all of the universe. Of course, I'm talking about Art Bugorski, Scott Hebel, and Steve Halterman. Those are our patrons, and we are super excited that they are helping to support this show. Don't be a scrub. Join the patrons, and you can get fancy rewards or possibly be on the show. Rich, what will they get if they are willing to donate some amount of dollars to this fine show of ours?
Well, they will get, and now I can actually say this because they are somewhere in between Buffalo and Racine, Wisconsin. A wonderful set of keys and a sticker.
Oh, snap.
If you've never heard of Sticker Mule, you should go check them out, especially if you have anything really, like a podcast or like a company or like anything. They do stickers, they do custom stickers, and they run deals all the time, so it's really not that bad. Anyway, shameless plug there. Patreon, here you go. Here it is. There's a bunch of stuff on here. Look, just go read it. There's we can.
Some of it's witty. I mean, some of it is, us trying to be clever and stuff like that. And, you'll enjoy it. You can join at the $1 Forge Son level, the $5 Forge Brother level, the Forge Father level at the $10 level. And then you can be a total badass like Scott Hebel and join at the Forge Breaker, at which level we will start worshiping your children if necessary.
That is true. And you can be on the show, which is possibly cooler than having kids. I don't know. Just saying.
It costs less money than college. I can promise you that.
Probably. So, yeah, head on over to patreon.com/BeerForge. And also a perk with all of that, you get the lists that we play on the show all the time.
Oh, snap. That means you could get on the Crucible and play them right along with people you don't even know, right?
Yeah, really, and watch them rage quit in front of you. It's pretty amazing. So, after that, we also have this other tradition here. And that's where we talk about what we're drinking. And what are you having this evening, John?
So, folks, as you know, I've become my drinking habits on this show have become somewhat of a cautionary tale. I don't think I've had one thing on here that I could truly recommend in some time, and I need to break that. I'm going to continue that tradition tonight, and that's called White Claw Hard Seltzer. So there's a trend out here. It's sort of probably along the same rationale that brought you things like Zima and crap like that. And this is a spiked sparkling water with a hint of raspberry. It tips the scale at 100 calories, so it's like super light, and 5% alcohol by volume. Let's see what it says here on here. We developed our proprietary brew pure process to craft the cleanest tasting alcohol base possible. We only use 100% artesian water and natural flavors. Boy, there's more dang advertising buzzwords in this description you can shake a stick at. creating a surge of pure refreshment. So, I mean, let's be honest. It has brewed sugar. I don't even know what that means. It's alcohol from cold brewed sugar, natural whatever. Okay, it's they found some alcohol, they stuck it in some seltzer, and they flavored it raspberry, and that's what I'm drinking. On a scale of 0 to 10, this is not awesome.
Not
So
awesome.
not awesome. It's about a 2, maybe a 3.
What's the
Uh,
percentage it comes in at?
5%.
Five
So
percent.
it's like a regular full strength beer.
Yeah, like normal beer. Huh.
Yeah, it's like normal beer, but it's what ends up happening is because it's got nothing to carry the alcohol flavor, it just tastes like raspberry and alcohol, which, could be worse, I guess. But there's nothing to it. It's got all the body of a 4-year-old. It's just ridiculous.
Sassy Greyjoy says she has it in her fridge right now.
Oh, I'm sorry, Sassy. We should have gotten to you sooner. Apologize. I was sick last week. We could have prevented a mistake.
I wonder if they sell this stuff near me. I'm gonna look. Punch in my zip code here. Oh, and they sure do. It Tops right up the road. Look at that.
Yeah, at
Um,
Tops. That's how you know it's quality. It's at Tops.
you can also get it at the Getty gas station. All right. Yeah, I'm good.
Living
So,
large.
well, thank you, John, for that wonderful insight there.
What do you have that's better?
I am going to unfortunately knock you out of the park. I am drinking Sortilege Prestige Edition. This is the ultimate maple whiskey. Sortilege Prestige is an exquisite blend of Canadian rye whiskey and pure Quebec maple syrup. So, this is you've heard us talk about the normal Sortilege on both of our previous shows before, and
I've had
yeah, exactly, and that is a definitely a liqueur. Now this says liqueur also, but this don't let it fool you. This is more whiskey.
It's still big boy whiskey, yeah.
It's big boy whiskey, and it comes in at 40%. If you like maple whiskey and you want something that, listen, just like I know, like there's Crown Maple and whatnot, but this just
No,
blows it out of the water.
Sortilege is just head and shoulders above.
Oh yeah. Also, if you're at any War Machine convention where there are Canadians present, they probably have some.
Yep.
So you should probably go hit them up. I've only ever had this on the rocks. They're suggesting it's something called a maple apple, which has an apple slice in it. That looks interesting. So yeah, there it is. Go drink it. It's really good. Shout out to Fraser from Troll Blood Scrum for hooking me up with that at the Southern Ontario Open.
Fraser's so sweet.
Yeah, what an awesome dude. And speaking of the Southern Ontario Open,
Yes.
I played a lot of Keyforge there.
I didn't go this year. I've been spending so much time on the road. For folks, if you are in the area, can get to the Sioux. It's probably the best con out there as far as value for your buck.
It really is. And strangely, I know it sounds weird, but bear with me. I didn't play a single game of War Machine the entire weekend.
You won the con.
I guess so. I did record 2 podcasts, played a ton of Keyforge, ran a Keyforge tournament, and also played an RPG game. So I was still busy.
Yeah.
Had a lot of fun there. So at that tournament, what we did is before this weekend, we hadn't run Keyforge at the Southern Ontario Open. It wasn't a thing last year.
Yep.
Myself and a couple other people seemed interested, and I said, honestly, the easiest thing to do. Let's run a sealed deck tournament with no prize support. Just pay the cost of the deck and play kind of thing. And
Yep.
everyone seemed receptive to that. And I put a sign-up sheet out at I want to say 11 a.m., 11:30, something like that. Yep. And said I was going to cap it at 12 because I didn't know how many decks were available.
There you go.
So things progressed, and I ended up finding out that Black Knight Games, who was the vendor on site, was not going to be open when we started the tournament at 8 p.m. So I bit the bullet, bought the whole box, and said, you know what, if we don't get enough people, then, oh darn, I have Keyforge decks.
Right.
It's not terrible, right?
No,
So
you're winning all the times at that point.
yeah, exactly. So I put the sign-up sheet out, and when I went and looked at it at 5 or 6 o'clock, it had 17 people on it.
Woohoo!
Yeah, we had a couple cancellations. We had a couple late ads. We ended up getting ready to fire. That's some term that Magic kids used about starting tournaments, I guess. I don't know. Um, we were getting ready to go with 16 people, and I
Fantastic.
said, I don't know. I don't know if I should play because now I kind of have a lot to do, like
Mhm.
running it. And everyone said, no, 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 you need to play. There's no prize support. It's not like, you get anything out of it. So I said, okay, fine. So I tear open my deck, and this is what I get.
Yep. So
Dis,
talk about your deck there, buddy.
yeah, Dis Sanctum Shadows. This is has in the Dis side, arise and control the weak to control the weaks.
Yep.
That's strong already. Gateway to Dis, two Hand of Disses, and
Wow.
there's surprisingly the weird thing. There are only three creatures in Dis. Drumble, play if your opponent has 7 amber or more, capture all of it. Dust Imp, which just gets you 2 amber when it dies. And a Schuler, which is if
Which
your
skills
opponent
one?
has 4 or more, steal 1.
Yep.
And then in Sanctum, there are this is where the bulk of the creatures are. And of note, the best tag team ever in Sanctum, Bulwark. Each of Bulwark's neighbors get +2 armor. And Grey Monk, each friendly creature gets +1 armor,
Yeah.
which is pretty sweet.
Yep.
And then one of 2 rares in the deck. Yeah, there's only 2. Sanctum Guardian. He's a power 6, has a shield 1, has taunt, and a fight reap ability. Swap Sanctum Guardian with another friendly creature in your battle line. So you
Yep.
literally change the position, which is kind of cool. It's also kind of annoying because it's not an optional ability.
It's like a little bit of a corner case version of Champion Anifal. That's what's all it's getting them the rare.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. And then over in Shadows, the other rare in the deck, Imperial Trader,
Mm-hmm.
which says look at your opponent's hand. You may choose to purge a Sanctum card in it. And it also generates an Amber. Uh, and then a lot, the spells in this, or the actions in this deck, Pawn Sacrifice. Uh, deal 3 damage each to 2 creatures when you sacrifice a creature. There's 2 of them. Relentless Whispers. There's 2 of them. It has, it's rated a very high consistency of 0.6, which is
Mm-hmm.
kind of crazy, and you
Like the
can
highest
see
I've
it.
ever heard.
Yeah, you can see it when you play it. It's a weird thing because I've never seen it before, but like it's almost as if every hand you draw has stuff you want to do.
Yeah, and
I
that's
guess
that's a big deal.
yeah. And in a weird twist of events, I don't know if that's the right phrase.
Look at
John
fate.
is playing the same houses.
Yeah, so this is a deck known as Ventus of Skirm Trail. I'm trying to remember how I came across this deck. I want to say that it was a deck that I may have picked up as a maybe after a blind purchase one at one of the local stores or not. But it's a Dis Sanctum Shadows. I've had really pretty good luck with it. When you do the numbers on it, it too is pretty strong from a consistency standpoint. It's a point 0.5, and it's got an SAS rating of 86. I think this type of a deck fits my playstyle probably as good as any of them do, simply because it's got 19 creatures, which I like. 19, 20, 21 creatures. I mean, I think you'd be hard pressed to find someone that said that's a bad thing to have. But it's got some really good amber generation, some really good amber control, and really good board control. It's plus 4 or better on those 3 stats. So I think it's got some really interesting play. This is a stealing deck kind of.
That's kind of
So if
fun.
you look, yeah, so in Dis it has 2 Charettes, which can capture 3 amber each. It's got 3 Schulers, which can steal 1 for if there's more, a lot of amber out there on your opponent. It has the ability to really screw up a guy that starts getting ahead of you with that respect. It's also got a Tenicus in there to cause someone else to pay you an amber for use of an artifact. You don't even have any artifacts, so that'll be of less use in this game.
I didn't bring that up actually in the words of the other guy, Adam Vogel. Fun fact: there are no artifacts or upgrades in my deck at all.
Yeah. Yep. In the Sanctum, once much like yours, I think Sanctum is kind of where least from a creature standpoint, I'm really shining in this deck. I've got what I consider to be one of the best kind of combinations. I've got a Bulwark 2 champion NFLs and a Gray Monk, along with 2 Sequises. So I can kind of, if they come out in the right order, the champion NFLs can be sitting at 6/4
It's pretty legit.
with taunts, and that's, I think that's really really strong. You can take and protect some of the charrettes, if you will, so that once they capture them, they're really hard to get rid of. It's a Shadows deck. It's got bait and switch. It's also got finishing blow, which destroy a damaged creature if you do steal one. That's a really nice thing, especially against maybe you're playing against us. A deck like yours that has a lot of strong Sanctum creatures that can let you kind of scalpel out somebody that you need out of there. 2 Naughty the Thieves. It's got a Shadow Self, which is great, which kind of tag teams along with that champion NFL taunt wall that I've got going on. It's also got Carlo Phantom. I already talked about that. Silent Dagger, which is always pretty good. It's got Imperial Trader also. So I can purge cards from your deck as well. So there's a lot of similarities between our 2 decks, and I think it's going to be a close fought match.
Yeah, this should be interesting, at least at the bare minimum. So let's get over here to the game.
You bet.
And I won the flip, so I'll be going first.
Yep. So I'm going to go ahead and start the game there, and let's see whether or not I'm going to keep this. Seems like I probably shouldn't. I'm going to mulligan.
I think I will. I noticed, I don't know, I kind of go in like a sine wave. Like I'll keep them for a while, and then I'll start trailing off, and then I'll mulligan all the time, and then I'll go back.
I'm actually going to keep it, I think. I changed my mind. All right. So you get to go first.
All right. So we are going to play Dis first. And okay. I'm going to play one of my favorite first turn cards, Dust Imp. And then you're up.
Okay, so this is going to be a Sanctum turn for me. Thankfully, you did play a creature, so I get to, this is going to work out like I wanted it to. So I'm going to play Sanctum. The first thing I'm going to lead off with, it's a little bit, you've got a creature light deck, so I'm going to play Glorious Few, and I'm going to play that so that I just get an amber for you having a creature out there. And then I'm going to play Imperial Trader, and I'm going to look at your hand. Why will it not let me play? Oh, because that's Shadow. Oh, I thought. Oops. See, I saw the armor. Well, see, it was underneath the thing that said hand, and so I didn't see the symbol very well.
Ah, gotcha.
Right. Oh well, probably cost me the game.
First turn, it's over.
Yeah,
I'm gonna play Shadows.
Okay.
And not a lot of theory going on here. This is more get
Speaking
stuff
of
out.
Theory the cat is over here in the corner of the basement.
Oh, Theory the cat. She doesn't say a heck of a lot, but she's a nice cat.
She's a good cat.
So I am just throwing creatures out here. We got Naughty the Thief, we got Dodger, and we got Moon Cursor. And now I'm done.
This would have been a lot better place for a Glorious Few now.
Yeah.
And so you're up. Yep. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to play Dis. And I'm going to play some Succubus so that you're going to draw up one less. I'm going to have you discard a card using Mind Barb. And then I'm going to put out one of my Schulers because that's a card I can play. And I'm going to end the turn.
The old schooler.
Yep.
If you're... Oh, yeah. Okay. So you got 2 amber and I got none so far. Mm-hmm. Let's see. What shall I do? Yep. I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to play Shadows.
Okay.
And first up, Moon Cursor is going to fight and kill Succubus because that's crap. I can't stand him. Mm-hmm. And Skirmish and Poison get the job done.
And you steal an amber for your trouble.
You betcha. And then, let's see. Nope. Yep, that's, I think, what we're going to do. Dodger is going to fight and kill Schuler. And then Naughty the Thief is going to use his action ability and steal your other amber.
Hmm.
And that will do it. And
Okay.
now, actually, no, it won't. I'm then going to cast Relentless Whispers, deal 2 damage to a creature, and if it destroys it, steal 1. I'm going to do that to my own creature, Dust Imp. So
Yeah,
now I'm up to
might as well.
5,
There you go.
and you're up.
This is gonna be a Shadow's turn. We're gonna start off with Imperial Trader. Nope, cancel that. First, I'm gonna bait and
Son of a.
okay, and then we're going to Imperial Trader. And do I wish to purge a Sanctum card? You bet I want to purchase. I'm gonna purge. Um, I'm gonna purge Sergeant Zekiel, and then I'm going to play Nerve Blast, and I'm gonna steal one of those amber back, and then I'm gonna do two old Naughty the Thief. Get that guy out of here. And then we're going to play Shadow Self and end the turn. So now I've got 5 and you've got 1.
Wow.
Suck it, Trebek.
That was pretty good. Huh. I may be at a loss for right now.
While he's thinking, please remember that you can go to patreon.com, look up that BeerForge, and you can become one of the inner circle of this podcast.
So we're going to fight with Moon Cursor and kill Shadow Self. That seems pretty good. And then I'm done, and you're up.
Oh, he's got poison. That blows. All right, so I am going to play Dis. I'm going to put out a Pit Demon. And then I'm going to put out a... Play this act. I'm going to play a Gongoozle. And I'm going to get Moon Cursor out of there. Or whatever that was. Yeah, Moon Cursor. And then I'm going to play a Poltergeist. Just to get the Amber. And I'm going to call that a turn. Check.
So I actually looked up the term Gongoozle because I keep seeing it in this game and I wanted to know what it meant.
Okay.
It says Gongoozle means to oogle, to rubberneck, gawk at, to go goo-goo-eyed over, or simply stare intensely at something. And also, and this is even better, a Gongoozler is a person who enjoys watching the activity on the canals of the United Kingdom.
That is an oddly specific application or need for a single word.
Oh,
There must have been a lot of that going on.
you gotta love the British. That was great. Okay, we're gonna play Diz because I got a lot of crap here I don't need.
Okay.
I'm in a little bit of trouble. We're gonna play a Drumble. We're gonna play a Mind Barb. I'm going to ditch. Whoops, can't right click on the window, Rich. Ditch Hand of Dis. We're gonna ditch the other one too, because we need to start drawing stuff here.
I hear you.
It's not good. Not good. And then I am done. And you are up.
And I forged my first key. So we are going to play us some Shadows. First thing we're going to do is we're going to Poison Wave. And that will get rid of Drumble. Then I'm going to do Finishing Blow. And I'm going to kill my own dude and steal an Ember from you. And then I'm going to play Subtle Maul. And I'm going to put out Naughty the Thief. And I'm going to end my turn. And I'm at 3.
I am just getting wrecked, riggedy wrecked over here, kids.
We'll see. Things are going okay, not right now, but you know how this game is, man.
I know it does. It does go back and forth quite a bit. We're gonna play Sanctum, and yep, okay. Doesn't really matter the order we're gonna play these. So the first thing out is gonna be Protectrix, and then a Bulwark, and then a Sequus, and he's gonna go on the other side. And that will do it for me. And you're up.
All right, so a couple of ways we can go about this.
Pickle says hello from outside the door.
Outstanding.
He's not very happy that I have the door closed.
That's okay. Pickles can live through that. All right, so we're going to play us some Sanctum, and I'm going to play out a champion NFL, and I'm going to play her on the right, and then I'm going to have Sequus stand right next to that one, and that is going to be the end of my turn.
I still really need to make some stuff happen here. Not
I
too
understand.
good. Let's see here. Oh boy. Yep. Okay. I think what we're gonna do is play Sanctum again.
Okay.
And yep. Oh, wrong cartridge. We're gonna play Sergeant Zachiel, and we're gonna get him on the left there. And he's not gonna fight. The guy next to him is not gonna fight anyone because I'd rather him not. And then in terms of redress, we're gonna capture 2 and put him on Bulwark. And
Makes
then
sense.
Sequus will reap and capture 1.
Yep.
Protectrix will also reap. I don't need a fully healed creature, but okay. And then Bulwark will also reap. And that's my turn and check.
Yep. So this is where this deck starts to have a little bit of trouble. This is going to be a dis turn. We're going to start off with Schuler the Old Schooler, and we're going to put him on the right hand side, so I can steal one of those back. We're going to Mind Barbia to gain another one. Then we're going to put a Tentacus out, just to have a Tentacus out, and then we're going to Charette because that's pretty fun on the right hand side.
Your definition of fun.
Is different than your definition of fun right now, and that will be the end of my turn.
Well, so much for me getting a key.
Yeah. So this is turning into how much amber can we steal from each other, which is kind of what I anticipated this becoming.
Okay. Um. This is getting tough. I think we probably have to go Sanctum. And we're going to get Grey Monk out here, who had a seat reserved next to Bulwark.
Yep.
And then Zachiel, reap. This guy, reap. This guy, reap. Doesn't need to heal anyone. This guy, reap. And then we're done and we're back at 6. You're up.
Okay. All right. Well, that seemed like a good idea, so I think I'll do Sanctum also. And we're gonna start off by playing Champion NFL on the far right hand side to give Charette some cover, I should say. And in my opinion, you can never get enough Bulwark. So we're gonna put some Bulwark next to play the creature. There we go on the right hand side. Park it next to Champion NFL, and then we're gonna play Protect the Weak, and we're gonna put Protect the Weak on Champion NFL, and then we're gonna put a Sequus out on the left hand side, and now we're gonna try and get some work done. We're going to let's see, just make sure we don't have any taunts sitting here that don't want to know about. So we're going to have Champion NFL fight Sequus, and then we're going to have Sequus fight Sequus, and that will be the end of my turn. And I'm at 4, and you forge your first key.
Yes. So, let's see what's next. I'm just looking at my cards here quick.
Yep.
Okay. I think, let's see, what does this do? Oh, Protect the Weak and Bulwark. All right. And just so you know, folks, in case you don't know this, it is people's discard is open information, not just online, like in person. KeyForge, anyone
Yep.
can ask you to look at your discard at any time.
Yep. Absolutely.
And since you know, go ahead, John.
So don't be a winkus and say that they can't do it.
Winkus?
Yeah. What?
Is that a
That's a.
Wisconsinism?
It's like penis.
Oh, all right. Never heard that
I'm trying.
before.
That I didn't want to say anything else because I'm trying to be respectful to our listeners who listen to this amongst gentler and kinder people.
I okay. I mean, I appreciate the effort. I just have never heard the word.
There you go.
So let's see here. So you can kind of figure out if you know there's 12 cards in each house, and you know there's three houses. You can kind of figure out what's in the rest of the deck. Um, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, that seems pretty good. So we're gonna play Dis, and we're gonna play Control the Weak. So you
Yep.
have to play Dis,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna play Fear, and we're gonna get Charette back to your hand, and then we're gonna play Arise, and we're gonna get all the Shadow guys back, and then we're gonna end the turn, and you're up.
So I have to play Dis. Interesting choice. Make me play Dis, given that you were shoving Charette back in my hand.
Yeah,
Um,
it
we're gonna.
just it's one of those things like I have the card
Okay.
in my hand, I might as well play it, kind of thing.
So I'm gonna play a Schuler the Old Schooler on the right hand side, and actually I should have played him on the left. Then I'm going to. Um, got some choices to make here. I think. See, so you're right now. You're at 7 total, right, for Bulwark. Yeah, I can do
Wait,
that.
armor? Is that what you're asking?
Well, no, I'm saying he's got 7
Oh,
total hit points.
yes.
So I'm gonna fight Bulwark, and then I'm gonna have Tentacus fight Bulwark and get those 2. Then I'm gonna take and play a Charette to steal that, and then I'm gonna play a Charette on the right hand side also, and that will be the end of my turn check.
Nice. There's a lot of stuff out here.
Yeah.
So we're going to play Shadows. For your folks at home, I'm sure you knew that was coming. Let's see here. No, there's actually no bait and switch in this deck.
Ah.
So first we're going to play Imperial Trader.
Okay.
Of course, I wish to purge a Sanctum card.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to purge Grey Monk because we don't need
Yep.
him in here.
Yep. That made a lot of sense.
And we're going to see what else was in your hand. Okay. Cool. And then we're going to get... let's see, who has to come out first? Oh, he's got to go on that side. Okay. So, Moon Cursor is going to come out and go on the right-hand side. Dodger is going to come out. Naughty the Thief is going to come out. Umbra is going to come out. Now, let's cast some other stuff. Nerve Blast. Steal 1. If you do, deal 2 damage to a creature. We, let's see, we need to do 2 damage. It's actually a little bit harder of a decision. We're going to kill Naughty the Thief, I think.
Okay.
So he's dead. And then Pawn Sacrifice. We're going to get that out here. We're going to sacrifice someone that kind of sucks. Umbra, I think, for now at least.
Grey Monk?
And no. And then we're going to kill Charette. And... tough decision here. Probably Schuler.
How do you kill Charette with 3 damage?
Oh, apparently I don't. Whoops. Giant misplay there.
Okay.
That's what we call a mistake, kids. Damn it. Well, I'm done, but I did blow my whole hand, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's always fun when you can do that. We're going to go ahead and play Sanctum, I think. And we're going to play Terms of Redress and capture, choose a creature. We'll put that on Mr. Super Champion NFL. Capture 2 of those. Then we're going to put out a Staunch Knight, play that creature out on the left-hand side. And then we will reap, 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 reap,
Oh, that's bad.
reap, and end my turn. Not check.
Well,
Check. Check.
yeah, I see that. We're going to have to play Shadows.
Okay.
So the first thing we're going to do is play Relentless Whispers. And we're going to do damage to Shred, kill it, and also steal one in the process.
Yep.
And then we're going to play Lights Out, which is a pretty cool card. Return 2 enemy creatures to their owner's hand. And we're going to
that's
get
a nice
Champion
swing for you.
Anifal out of here, and Sequus out of here as well.
Yep.
And then we're going to get Dodger out here. Moon Cursor, who has he has Skirmish, Poison, and Fight, steal 1. So he's going to fight, and now Poison only works when they get through the armor, so it's kind of a waste to have him fight the guys that have armor. So we'll just kill Charette. Naughty the Thief has action, steal 1. Take that 2. Dodger has fight, steal 1. But I don't think he can kill anyone. Oh, yes, he can. He can kill Champion Anifel. And then that is the end of my turn, and check.
Yeah, I got a problem on my hands. All right, so we're going to play Shadows. We're going to start off with Relentless Whispers. I'm going to do 2 damage to Moon Cruiser. So I steal 1. Then I'm going to put Silent Dagger on Bulwark. Then I'm going to put out Carlo Phantom on the right-hand side. Naughty the Thief on the right-hand side. And then I'm going to Subtle Maul to make you lose a card.
Nice.
And then I think that is the end of my turn. Check.
All right, I forge a key.
Yep.
And then I'm going to play a Sanctum.
Yep.
Just got to evaluate my options here real quick. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is play Take Hostages. And then Sanctum Guardian will go on the left. He's elusive and skirmish, but that's fine. All we need to do is prevent you from scoring. So, Grey Monk fights Carlo Phantom, but Carlo Phantom's elusive, so no damage is done. But because of Take the Hostages, he steals an Amber anyway. And let's see what happens next. Will shock you. Sorry, that was terrible. Sorry.
It'll be the greatest thing you've seen all day.
Yep. And Sergeant Zachiel will reap. And then Protectrix will also reap. I can fully heal. I don't care. And I have flipped it around and end of game check. John is in the proverbial tank.
Yep, I don't know that I can get out of this because I don't have two steals in the same house.
Do you have a capture?
I mean, I can reap capture and sanctum, but that's it. Son of a gun. I left those. I left those shadow guys alive one too many turns.
Yeah,
So,
maybe.
and I don't think disc can do anything because that's all play stuff. I think the best thing I can do is play shadows. Steal one with the action. Um, Fight the Gray Monk for whatever good that did. Poison Wave.
Oh,
But that's the end of my turn, and you win. Good game, man.
good game. That was solid. From the
Yep.
chat room, Steve Halterman says, "Got the Whispering Reliquary in your hand?" Question mark.
Yeah.
I don't know why he's asking that, but
I don't know why he is either. Because you don't have return an artifact to its owner's hand.
yeah,
I didn't. I don't think there was anything I could do with that, unless Steve, you want to point out to us maybe something I missed.
super secret tech. So wow, I think those decks are pretty evenly matched, and
Yeah, I'd say so.
yeah, I think at some point, sometime in the future, I think I want to play this against your the Pink Bunny Games deck.
Sure.
So Steve says Carlo Phantom steals one, and then you reap to capture one with Sequus. I don't quite follow. Whispering Reliquary is a Sanctum card, I believe.
Yeah, it is.
I have a. What's it say on it, John?
It says action return an artifact to the owner's hand.
Okay. Well, we'll call it
I'm
Super
sorry.
Secret Steve Tech.
Yeah.
So
Please, Steve, if you've got a better explanation for us, please put it in the comments,
yes.
and we'll try to understand.
Before we sign off, quick, coming this Saturday, that is, I should get the date because we're like precise and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Saturday, the 11th of May, there is a double sealed deck at my LGS Heart of the Game. For $20, you get two sealed decks, and then each round you can pick which one you want to play, and of course you get to keep both decks at the end of the day, and there's prize support. So Heart of the Game, that's in Buffalo at 11 a.m. on Saturday. Come on out. I will definitely be there, and we should have a good showing because everyone kind of voted for this format, so it should be fun.
And if you're listening to us in Munich, Germany on Sunday, I will be in Munich, actually probably bopping around for a majority of the day before heading up to the small town. We're about an hour north of there where I'm going to be doing work on the Monday. But hey, give me a Guten Tag. Give me a hey, Ron. And I'll be certain to have a beer or some Spätzle with you. It'd be amazing.
Man, that sounds really good, actually. I haven't had German food in a while.
Yeah.
So thanks for tuning in, folks. And on behalf of myself and Mouth John, thanks for listening, and we will catch you next time.
Hast einen schönen Tag.